I'm hitting the road for more grand days out around our beautiful country.
It's picture postcard perfect.
And as always, taking me every mile of the way, my hard-working little camper van.
Do you like my van?
Named after one of my favourite people, Helen Mirren.
Well done, Helen, you superstar.
She's the perfect travelling companion. For great adventures.
Well, hi.
All across the country. I'll be going all out.
Oh, wow.
To find breathtaking places.
Look at this. It is stunning.
Explore hidden treasures.
You're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind.
And meet wonderful people.
Yeah!
It's a celebration of some amazing sights.
I'm loving this.
Both big.
Look at that. Spectacular.
And small.
Oh, that's amazing.
So come and join me.
Start it.
On my grand days out. This time, Helen and I are travelling nearly 200 miles in and around the gorgeous Lincolnshire fens.
And it's a cracking place.
I go full throttle.
It's like nothing I have ever done before.
Discover ingenuity.
Steady, sir. There's a dragon coming through. There's a cat!
And delight.
I was not expecting that.
In this wonderful countryside paradise.
Speed bump. Boff, boff.
Nestled in the east coast of Britain, Lincolnshire is one of England's most rural counties.
Beautiful place.
75% of this idyllic county is flat. And there's nothing our Helen loves more than an easy road.
Because she has a suspension that's unrivaled, I think, in the motor industry. So the ability to just glide in a stately fashion is enjoyable for both her and me, I'll be honest.
And we're gliding into Burghley Estate. Built for William Cecil, Lord High Treasurer to Queen Elizabeth I. The Tudor-era mansion is a bit of a local celeb.
You might recognise parts of it from the television show The Crown, which I've watched and absolutely love, and it doubled as Windsor Castle.
I should probably be more aristocratic.
I don't know how to do it. I'm approaching the house now. What was that?
When it's not doubling for Windsor Castle, it's the perfect spot to plan a journey.
Righty-ho. 2 maps. Map number 1. Hold on a second, it's even bigger than you think. I am currently here. I'm just outside Stamford.
From here, I'll travel northeast to Horncastle, make my way west to the city of Lincoln, pootle back down south to Spalding, before concluding my journey with Helen in gorgeous Woodall Spa.
We're covering quite a lot of ground. We'll see how we get on. There is every possibility that Helen and I are going to get entirely lost. But, you know, if you're going to get lost, it's a very beautiful place to get lost in.
Let's get lost together, Helen.
Left, right, go, go, go!
As well as its rural beauty, Lincolnshire is home to some of our greatest pioneers. I'm heading 20 miles north to visit Woolsthorpe Manor, the birthplace and family home of the father of modern science, Sir Isaac Newton.
I love science. I really do. I think it's a marvellous, brilliant, wonderful thing. I'm not good at it, though. Apart from the science of love, I believe in that. Hey, Helen. Yeah, exactly.
Thankfully, Sir Isaac Newton was very good at science. The story goes that he famously discovered gravity after an apple fell on his head.
Now that's what I call gravity.
And I'm meeting his biggest fan, tour guide Jenny, in a very special spot.
Now, is this the tree?
It is the tree. It did not fall on his head.
Right.
That bit is what's turned a great story into a legend.
Okay.
He only said he saw it fall.
Oh,
I know.
I quite like the thought of Sir Isaac Newton sitting there and going, oh, goodness sakes.
Ouch.
But he saw it falling
Yes.
from this tree.
Yes.
Now, that is remarkable.
With this deceptively simple observation in this quiet Lincolnshire spot, Newton was the first to discover a force that affects every object in the universe. Not a bad day's work.
Did he show incredible intellect from a very early age?
He went to school at the grammar school in Grantham, and when he started there, he was almost bottom of the class in his first year of exams.
Oh, it gives us all hope. That's
It
incredible.
does,
So
yeah.
Sir Isaac Newton was almost bottom of the class.
He was.
Wow.
His own father couldn't read or write,
No.
and he became one of the greatest scientists the world has ever seen.
To me, it's one of those stories that kind of proves that you can do anything in life. You can be almost bottom of your class at school and then change the world.
You can change the world.
I think that is just the best thing. And thank you for showing me this beautiful tree. Didn't fall on his head, though.
No.
Thank you, Jenny.
The house itself is kept close to how it would have been in Newton's time. But today I'm more interested in what's to be found in the grounds, where I gather I can see one of Newton's famous theories in action. Volunteer scientist David has everything set up.
What is this particularly looking at?
This is looking at Isaac Newton's first law, that things remain stationary or keep moving in a straight line unless acted upon by a force.
So either I stay here,
Yeah.
or if I'm going that way, I'll keep going until I hit a wall, for example, until something else happens.
Or
to me.
somebody grabs you and pulls you back.
I mean, that's a different scenario, David.
And David has his very own high-tech machine to test it out.
Anything I put in the tube here will feel a force in that direction.
So basically, it's a vacuum cleaner Hoover-powered rocket launcher.
That's a good name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, yeah? It literally is rocket science.
It is.
The force will propel the paper rocket forward until gravity pulls it to the ground. Even an amateur can't mess this up.
Mission control, ready to launch. Oh, God, it just went! It went! I couldn't hold on to it! I wasn't expecting that.
No. You want another go?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That was me all. Mission control, are you ready to... What? Right, come on now, Susan, hold on to it.
Let go.
Oh,
Wow. I think that could be a record.
that's amazing. And do you know what? It's brilliant fun as well.
It is.
And woohoo!
I think Newton would be proud. Lincolnshire has made science fun for me, and I hear that in a nearby village, they get a lot of joy out of engineering too.
Hi, Nigel.
Hi, Susan.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
This is magnificent.
Nigel is a participant in the Colby Downhill Challenge, a soapbox derby race that runs every 2 years. The homemade contraptions can get up to 50 miles an hour in a downhill race, often termed Lincolnshire's own wacky races. Quite an event to find in a county not noted for its hills.
Lincolnshire, we're renowned for being flat,
Yes.
but what we do find is if we do have a hill, we'll race down it.
Lovely. How did this all start for you?
Well, my father-in-law was quite ill at the time, so my wife could go see her dad. I'd take the kids out of the way, and then one of them said, let's build a soapbox. Fine, we can do that. So we started building one. They'd tell their granddad about it at the end of the day, what they'd been doing. Unfortunately, he passed away, and he never actually got to see it. And so it was a bit of a letdown for them all, until my nephew went, do you know you can race them? And I went, that's it. What we'll do is we'll race it for Grandad.
Oh, that's
what we do.
amazing.
So we do it for charity.
And Nigel's racers are right up my street.
This dialect's incredible.
Our first soapbox racer became a TARDIS. Well, if you've got a TARDIS soapbox racer, you've got to have some pit crew. So we built a Dalek. I've done a special one for somebody. I'm not saying who, but
It was going to be me. There's a special little mini Helen Mirren.
there is a mini Mirren.
It would be rude not to have a mini poodle in a mini Mirren. Thankfully, we've found the perfect Calman-sized small but thrilling gradient.
first time. Soapbox racing. Here we go.
I'll keep a tight grip on the brakes. I suspect this one could go faster than the real Helen.
Here we go. Here we go.
And I think my soapbox debut is drawing a bit of a crowd.
There's a cat in the way. Sitting down the hill.
Thanks, Minnie Mirren. But I think I'll stick with Helen for these lovely Lincolnshire roads. Coming up, I debunk a local myth
So there's no plums in the plum loaf.
and take a massive bomber for a spin. Helen and I are exploring the gorgeous Lincolnshire countryside.
Third gear. Whoop.
Together, we're attempting to head 40 miles north to the charming market town of Horncastle. If we can find our way.
As I suspected, a little bit lost in Lincolnshire. Absolutely fine though, because it's very beautiful.
It's easy to lose all sense of direction in Lincolnshire's luscious landscape. But I have a plan.
Ever since I read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when I was younger, my life motto is literally don't panic. Don't panic, everybody. I'm in Lincolnshire. It's very flat. We'll find our way out.
But at least it's a lovely place to get lost. And Horncastle is worth the wait. I've heard there's a bakery specialising in a local delicacy, the Lincolnshire Plum Loaf.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Susan. What's your name?
I'm Rob.
Rob, lovely to
yeah,
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Plum bread.
Yeah, it's a Lincolnshire speciality.
Rob is 5th generation Plum Loaf dynasty. The top secret hand-moulded recipe has been in his family since 1901.
It basically means a mixture of dried fruit, so we don't actually have any plums in the
There's
product.
no plums in the plum loaf.
So it's quite misleading. But it tastes amazing.
Can I have one of your plum loaves, please?
You can
then?
indeed.
Plum loaf isn't the only temptation around here.
There is a very good cheese that's made in Lincolnshire, Just Jane.
Why is it called Just Jane?
So it's named after a Lancaster bomber, which is only 7-8 miles down the road from here.
Is
So
that somewhere that I can go and see?
It is indeed. It's at East Kirkby, the Links Aviation Centre.
I'm
in all
going to
its
do that.
glory.
That's wonderful.
Rob also provides serving suggestions.
Definitely a thick slice of plum loaf, a nice spread of real butter.
Butter as well.
Yeah.
Nobody
then-
tell my doctor this is what I'm having.
And then cheese, medium slice, but if that's not enough, go to a thick.
A thick slice of loaf, thick bit of butter, thick bit of cheese.
All out, go for it.
Love it. Great. I'll have that. How much is that, please?
£6.20.
No problem
please.
at all. This is one of
Paid
those
by
counters
card.
where I look like my mum sent me out to get the shopping.
Yeah, thank you. There we go.
Thank you very much
you-
indeed. I'll
good
take
to
my
go.
wee thingy bag. Thank you.
Susan.
Thank you very much.
Nice
I'll
to
enjoy
meet
that.
you.
Cheers,
Enjoy the
Rob. Thank you.
Lancaster. See you later. Bye.
I'm taking Rob's advice, heading 15 minutes up the road to East Kirkby.
Go for it. Well. I mean, it's a cracking place. The flatness suits myself and Helen very much.
The landscape also lends itself to the world of aviation. Lincolnshire has had more operational airfields than anywhere else in the UK. Several Bomber Command squadrons were based here during the Second World War, earning it the nickname Bomber County. The Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Centre is based on a 1940s RAF airfield. Helen's never looked so small.
She's quite a sight, Andrew, isn't she?
I'm stunned.
Hi, nice
Hi
to
there,
meet
you too.
Thank you for letting me drive Helen so close
You're welcome.
to this incredible aircraft.
Yeah.
Just Jane is named after a popular 1940s comic character. She's an Avro Lancaster, one of the most famous planes of World War II, and the same type that was used in the Dam Busters raid of 1943.
This is absolutely magnificent and hugely exciting. Tell me, why is it here?
So this is an NX611, a Mark 7 Lancaster, and it was bought as a memorial to a gentleman called Christopher Panton and all of Bomber Command from World War II.
During World War II, around 125,000 aircrew flew from Bomber Command, leaving from airfields just like this one. Their average age was 22. Flight engineer Christopher was just 19 years old when he was killed during the Nuremberg raid in 1944.
It was bought by Fred and Harold Panton, who were brothers of Christopher. They wanted to do something to remember him and all of Bomber Command and their sacrifices in the war.
Wow.
So bought the Lancaster and set the museum up here.
With the intention of getting it flying again?
Yeah, well, the original intention really was to save it and to create it as a memorial, and it's kind of snowballed from there.
And how did you get involved in it?
I'm Fred's grandson, so it's all as a family affair. Myself, my sister, my wife, my dad, Harold's daughter, Fran, all involved in the centre here, so it continues as a family remembrance of Christopher and Bomber Command.
It's such a beautiful story. People come from all over the world to marvel at this.
Yeah.
But it's your family that has created that connection. How does that feel for you?
It's our calling now. I've grown up with it, and it's like a family member now, not just an aircraft. But what's nice is being able to display it and let people get involved with it, having a ride or coming for a tour.
Yeah.
Because it's allowing them to get a little bit closer to that relative who perhaps flew on Bomber Command.
Where are you just now in terms of the restoration? What kind of state is this wonderful Lancaster in just now?
So she's currently in a taxiing condition, so all the engines will start up and she'll go under her own power. And we're 5 years into a 10-year plan to restore it to airworthy.
So you give people the opportunity to come aboard and you taxi so they can feel what it's like. Can I do that? Can I get on board?
Absolutely,
is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take you for a run.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, stepping aboard a Lancaster bomber. During the war, the tiny crew compartment had to hold 7. Today, Andrew is following in his family's footsteps as a taxi pilot, and his sister Louise is the engineer.
OK, you ready?
Yeah, I am absolutely ready.
The Lancaster is powered by 4 Merlin engines, famously known as the engine that won the war. I guess they deserve to make themselves heard.
Oh, wow! Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. It was amazing. Thank you. It sort of took my breath away, that. It's a combination of a memorial, a restoration project, and just something for people to come and enjoy. It was a privilege, and I tell you, I will never forget my time on a Lancaster bomber.
Coming up, I let my creative juices flow.
You can find chips in there. Right?
And stop traffic.
They always give way to the dragon.
I'm exploring the incredible Lincolnshire countryside in my campervan Helen.
Gorgeous sunny day. Not quite taps aft weather. If the temperature gets above about 15 degrees. In Glasgow, where I live, it's known as taps aft weather because your tap comes aft.
With our taps firmly on, Helen and I are heading to the cathedral city of Lincoln. I've heard there's a challenge in the centre of this historic place. Lincolnshire may be very flat, but when they find a hill, they really go to town. With an average incline of 16.12 degrees, I'm taking on the 4th steepest hill in England, the aptly named Steep Hill.
I love something which does exactly what it says on the tin. Steep Hill has not defeated me. And all I can smell is cakes, biscuits and fudge. What a treat at the end.
And the real treat is the stunning 272-foot Lincoln Cathedral perched at the top. The impressive 930-year-old structure has survived fire, storms, even an earthquake, and was once the world's tallest building, surpassing the Great Pyramid of Giza. And hidden inside the spectacular Gothic building is something rather cheeky. But you have to know where to look.
The Lincoln Imp. A little bit difficult to see, and that's why the people in the cathedral have installed this. You put in 20 pence and you light up the imp. So here goes. There it is, the Lincoln Imp.
Apparently, this little creature is the cathedral's reminder that good will overcome evil and has become a symbol of the city. As well as hidden imps, the cathedral is home to a collection of over 10,000 very rare books. Charged with guarding these precious texts is librarian Julie.
You are beautifully lit, if I may be so bold, from the light. I mean, you've managed to find your lights.
Thank you.
So how long have you been here?
I've been here 16 years this week.
Oh,
And,
congratulations.
This is my sort of present for being here so long.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope they've got you something else as well. You're the person that is maintaining, keeping, cataloguing, checking, and as a reference if anyone needs anything.
yeah.
So basically, you're the keeper of the secrets of Lincoln Cathedral.
Well, some of them, yeah.
And Julie has a treat for me. A look at some of the cathedral's special treasures.
So this is my favourite manuscript. It's 14th century.
14th century.
Yes, it's a little French psalter, so a little book of psalms. And I just like it because it's small and pretty.
Are you telling me that that is from the 14th century?
Yeah.
That's why I'm pointing at it, not touching it, I'll be
Yes.
really honest.
These illuminated manuscripts were decorated with gold, silver, or other rich colours to make them shimmer as a sign of spiritual devotion or wealth. And the cathedral has an artist on site who's keeping the tradition alive.
Tony, who is the cathedral illuminator.
OK, so that's two of the best things I've ever heard. You are Julie, the keeper of some of the secrets of Lincoln Cathedral, and I'm going to meet Tony, who is the illuminator of the cathedral.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Julie,
Okay.
and congratulations on 16 years.
Thank you very much.
And I really hope they've got you a cake. Otherwise, it's just me.
Illuminator Tony is one of around 10 UK professionals left in this heritage craft.
Hello.
Hello.
She's agreed to give me a medieval masterclass.
Were you always an artist, or did you do something before that?
No, I was a doctor.
We've got a lot in common.
I did a
'cause
proper job.
I was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
But it's not a proper job,
not a
is
proper
it?
job,
And look
no.
at us now.
So here
look
we
at
are.
us now. Look
Not
at us
doing
now.
the proper job,
Neither
right?
of us doing the proper job.
Tony creates her own illuminated artworks. And today she's letting me loose with 23-carat loose leaf gold to make my own H for Helen.
You ready for this?
Hold on. Yes, I am.
Right.
I just need to get to grips with the tools of the trade.
In your pack.
There's a knife.
Yeah, which you're going to cut the gold leaf with.
It's the start of a serial killer film. There's a knife.
There's a knife.
No, welcome.
Tony has created the H outline with a special glue-like substance called gesso. And now, it's my time to shine.
So you now need to pick the gold up. You need to get a little bit of skin grease on it, OK?
What are you suggesting, Tony?
Apparently, Tony uses authentic techniques, and skin grease was once used to get the gold leaf onto the brush.
You can find chips in there.
Right. Then you're going to put the gilder's tip flat on top of the piece of gold.
Yeah.
Then you're going to lift it up. All right?
If I look scared, it's because I am.
Breathing on it makes it a little bit damp. So, breathe. Put the brush on top of it and press the gold on.
OK.
That's fine. There you go.
I'm certainly giving it my all.
Feels slightly like I'm in a Jane Austen novel. What did you say? Oh, fancy! Oh, sir, you do insult me.
Far from being simply illuminating, in medieval times the art form was a life's work. Creating one manuscript would take years. All things considered, I've done quite well, but I'll leave the fancy stuff to the illuminating master.
Here's one that I did for you to take away.
Oh, Tony, that's beautiful! Let me show that. So that's gilding and beautiful Helen flowers. Oh, that is absolutely stunning, Tony. Thank you so
It's a pleasure.
much. I didn't do this.
An illuminated medieval masterpiece for our Helen, who brings her own sparkle everywhere she goes. Helen and I are shimmering back down the hill, 50 miles south to Spalding.
Rolling fields, gorgeous trees, swaying gently in the wind. I mean, it really is. It's picture postcard perfect. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And it's not just pretty. The South Holland district of Lincolnshire was once the centre of the tulip bulb industry. And Spalding was famous across the globe for its annual tulip parade. Since the 1950s, the event saw huge floats make their way along the 3-mile route through the town, bringing 250,000 visitors into the area. The parade stopped 10 years ago, but in 2023, the community decided to bring it back. And local Steve is coordinating the mammoth task from the back sheds of a farm.
Now, I wasn't quite expecting this on a farm. Are you one of the people that thought, come on now, we should have this happening again?
I was the only person that had the faith
So
in
was
doing
you.
it. Yeah, it was a moment of madness. After
No, it's Kevin Costner in A Field of Dreams, isn't it? It's build it and they will come. That's what it is.
Yeah. Literally within days, we'd got hundreds of volunteers. They could do different skills, donating materials. And that's where we are today. We've got a massive team behind us and the whole community is buzzing about it.
Is it these floats that are going to be going around?
Well, what you see here is only a very small selection. These are originals that date back to the 70s and 80s. We've managed to restore them.
Oh, wow.
And we found them all over Lincolnshire, in gardens, in farm sheds. And this one you see here, when we found him in a forest, he had a tree growing through the middle of him. So we had to cut him in half to get him out. So we restored that. But there are another 50-odd floats coming from all over the county, and they'll be in a parade on the day all the way through the town.
The community has gone sustainable, using a mix of recycled materials, crafted decorations, and silk and fresh flowers on the repurposed floats.
So, Steve, is there anything I can help with today?
Well, I've never, ever turned a volunteer down. So.
I can tell, Steve.
Steve is putting me to good use. I'm helping Sue, who's been bringing the floats back to life for the past year.
We put some of the purple flowers just around the stem of the seat,
there.
and then we go down the bottom as well.
Right, OK. So tell me about your involvement in this then, Sue. Why did you end
Well,
up
Steve
here?
was crying out for volunteers, and I was wooming and ahhing about coming, and now I can't keep away.
Really?
We are here most days.
Really?
Me and Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. In case you think that Sue's talking to her imaginary friend, there's a woman called Sandra up a scaffold, just so you know. Hi, Sandra.
It's all hands on deck finishing off.
What's it going to be like, parade day, when you're able to see all of the beautiful things.
It's just going to be amazing looking at all those faces, going, ooh, ah. And after 10 years, it's just a wonderful feeling.
Yeah. This is why I've got my glasses on.
Keep well away from the glue.
Otherwise, things would get horribly nasty. How have I done here, do you think? Am I doing OK, by the way?
That's
Sue?
perfect. Perfect.
All I need in life is praise. It's very
Absolutely
simple.
lovely.
People say to me, Susan, what do you need in life? And I say, praise. It's very simple. Thank you, Sue.
Steve and his hard-working team have already finished one fabulous float, and it's ready to be unveiled to the town.
Don't get much better than that.
Armed with our very own dragon, we're spreading the word that the Tulip Parade is finally back.
So we're going to drive the dragon round town. He's still behind us.
Yes, yeah.
That's a strange thing to look at in your rear view mirror, isn't it? A
Yeah.
dragon. I like this person. Thank you very much. We've got a dragon. Thank you. I mean, it's a way of stopping traffic. Steady, sir. There's a dragon coming through.
We go particularly slow, you see, so they get a good view.
Oh, absolutely. It's a showstopper, Steve.
It certainly is.
The dragon is completely covered in bunting, the handiwork of the local Spalding knitting group, who spent 6 months creating this floatosaurus.
In years gone by, you know, when the tulip industry was at its height, everywhere you went in Lincolnshire was covered in tulips.
I've got lovely tulips in my garden. My tulips are the envy of the street.
I bet they are.
That's the point. Oh, yeah, he's going to let you go. The bus is going to let you go.
They always give way to the dragon.
They always give way to the dragon.
I think we've well and truly planted the seed in Spalding. Flower power forever. I'm ready for my tea time treat. Come on, Helen, let's have a well-earned rest.
So I've got it here. It's my plum loaf, quite a thick slice, as I was instructed. I've gone for a thinner slice of cheese because it's my first time with a plum loaf and I didn't want to, you know, over-cheese it. So, plum loaf. There's a wee dog over there after my plum loaf. Hiya! Trying to think of how to approach it in a ladylike fashion. Having to use my fingers to secure the cheese. Okay, so. Quite a mouthful. The cheese is amazing with it. My brother-in-law always has cheese on fruit loaves, and I've never believed him. But I believe him now. Secure the cheese. That's a new catchphrase, isn't it? Secure the cheese.
It's a lovely treat alone, or even better, shared.
Would you like a little bit of cheese? A little bit of cheese, Mom? Ow, there we go.
Bliss. Coming up, a unique shopping experience.
Help. The Calmans are in town.
And I enjoy the glamour of old cinema.
I always wanted to be Elizabeth Taylor.
I'm having a grand day out in lovely Lincolnshire.
Yeah, I really love this place. Helen has loved it. I can always tell when she purrs like a kitten, an asthmatic kitten.
Whether purring or wheezing, Helen hasn't let me down. We've made our way to the idyllic Woodall Spa, known as one of Lincolnshire's most attractive villages. I've heard there's a real treat hidden in the forest of this gorgeous place. But first, something rather fetching has caught my eye.
This is apparently Britain's smallest shoe shop. Now, I have tiny feet, so I wonder if they'll have tiny shoes in the smallest shoe shop in Britain. I need to find out. Oh, it is small. My, there's something smashing about a shoe shop like this. I always remember when I was at school, you know, when you used to go to the shoe shop and you'd get your feet measured in the electronic thing, and it was a treat. And I used to look forward to it, and I used to think, oh, hope my feet have grown. Hope my feet have grown so I can get a new pair of shoes. So I still get that excitement when I go to a shoe shop. And this one is particularly lovely. I'm going sideways. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. This is amazing. Britain's smallest shoe shop.
It is indeed. At the end of the shop, it's only 3 foot wide.
How do you keep the stock?
We keep one of every size of every shoe that we do. So in any one time, we have about 1,300 boxes of shoes here.
But you only have one pair of each size
of each shoe.
So if there's a run on size 4s...
And it's a quick phone call to my boss.
Right.
Oliver, help.
The Calmans are in town.
Yeah.
How small shoes do you have?
Literally,
yes. Do you know, my eyes caught... it's not that I'm not paying attention to it. I can see you've got 3.5s there.
Yes.
Do you know how rare it is to try and... Half sizes are difficult to get.
They are hard, yeah. Quite good,
do you know
really.
my sister is a size 12.
Is she?
I don't know why I'm whispering. She's not here. Not a massive size 12. She's like a tiny size, so she struggles to get.
I'm sure she does.
Which is why she's very jealous of me sometimes, because being a size 3, look at all the options I have in this shop. Yes. It's a real treasure. So thank you so much for telling me about it.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave now before I buy all the 3.5s you have in the shop. See you
It's been
soon,
a pleasure.
darling.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
But Woodall Spa is filled with treasures. Nestled in the pine woods is a retro movie experience. The Kinema in the woods was originally built as a sports pavilion, but was converted to become a cinema in 1922.
I mean, this place is absolutely fabulous. You know, when you walk in somewhere, there's just a feel to it. I've had a love for films since my granny looked after me when I was younger, and she adored, you know, proper old Hollywood movies. I used to call her the Greta Garbo of Knightswood, where we grew up. And from her, I've been slightly obsessed with movies, and I can't wait to see what the cinemas actually look like. There is, however, one thing missing.
No prizes for guessing what.
Hiya!
Morning.
You need to have popcorn when you're watching a film.
Do. And it should be low.
Yeah.
The campaign starts here.
I'd like a mixture of sweet and salted, please. What's your name, by the way?
Nikki.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Delicious popcorn at the cinema.
There you go.
Lovely. Do you love this place? Because it seems very special.
I absolutely do love this place. You pull off the road each morning into the woods and you just kind of smile.
It has that beautiful feeling of old-time glamour of cinema, doesn't it?
It does.
Really does.
It really does.
I always wanted to be Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, yeah, she's so glamorous.
That's who I aspire
Yeah.
to. That's what I say every day. How much is that,
That
please?
is a £2, please. Thank you
very
very
much indeed.
Oh, the glamour.
Thank you. Enjoy your film.
I should be gone by the time I get in there.
Why not?
Thanks very much, Nikki.
Enjoy.
The name Kinema was the original English pronunciation, taken from kinesis, meaning movement. Over the years, the softer French pronunciation became the norm, and we all call it cinema today.
Oh, this is wonderful. Before I choose my seat, I just want to have a look at the whole place.
Due to the original pavilion's low roof, films in Screen 1 at the Kinema are projected from behind the screen. It's thought to be the only full-time cinema in the UK still using the old-school method of rear projection. And that's not the only surprise.
It is absolutely lovely. It really is.
Organ player Alan has been playing here since he was 13. He plays accompaniment to silent films at the Kinema. Or for more up-to-date blockbusters, he pops up during the interval, giving the locals a unique cinematic experience.
Oh, well done. I was not expecting that. My goodness. Hugely dramatic entrance.
I like to surprise people.
I mean, I've never experienced being in a cinema while there's been a live accompaniment.
It's really exciting to think that I'm sat on the organ bench, the film's playing, the audience is a few feet behind me, and as soon as the screen goes blank, which says intermission, I press the up button and it's showtime.
Oh, my goodness. I'll go that way and take my seat. All right, OK, hold on. It's like a race. OK, I'll see you in a minute.
Come on, Calman.
Showstopper, Alan.
And I'm stepping back in time. Today's feature is the American silent film, The Great Train Robbery.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Released in 1903, the film was heralded as the first motion picture with a story. A blend of laughter and tears. It's a masterclass in silent storytelling.
What an absolute privilege that was. It was magical, that's what it was. To see a silent film with the beautiful accompaniment of Alan, it makes me feel like I'm back in the picture houses where my granny used to go. It's amazing what you find when you go into the woods in Lincolnshire.
This place has been a real treat, and I just need one more look at that gorgeous countryside.
Lincolnshire is very, very beautiful. It's a place where big thinkers have been inspired by the big skies. And even though it's very, very flat, it's got sort of an emotional gravity to it that's going to keep me and Helen trundling back here again and again.
Next time, I'm in the Scottish borders.
It's like you're stepping into a painting.
Footloose and fancy-free. I'll be following in the tracks of a national hero.
You absolute minx, you!
Experiencing the bittersweet art of chocolate making and taking on a lifelong dream.
I'm going to go and I'm going to create my own bookshop. Good luck!
It's guaranteed to be a blast.
Live cat on the range, everyone. Woo, 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 woo.